Hello, everyone. My name is Najat, and I'm an English teacher based in Baku, Azerbaijan. Today, I decided to record this video for my Capstone Project 1, and I'm going to do the instruct and model part of the lesson plan and then the guided practice part. So I hope you enjoy my video and review it whenever you see this so we can get started. I would like to share my screen with you so that I will take you through uh, this project, let's say like this presentation. And yeah, I'm going to instruct and model this part first. So guys, um, now, if you remember last in our previous class, we talked about suffixes and prefixes in general. So we said that thanks to prefixes and suffixes, we can actually make nouns, adjectives, and verbs. But in today's lesson, we are specifically focusing on the verb formations. So thanks to suffixes and prefixes. So, guys, I would like you to pay attention to these questions here. So, Julia and Nina, you will be in one group. Michael and Jordan, you will be in another group. And I want you to guys to come together to discuss these three questions and think of different examples for yourselves. And when you are done, we're going to I'm going to show you some examples for both of them, actually. So yeah, you have 2 minutes to discuss this. All right. Now 2 minutes are done, and now we can go through the discussion part, guys. Now, first of all, we're gonna start with suffixes that we can make verbs with. So Julia, can you give us some examples for that? Julia and Nina, like your group. Mhm. So I'm going to show you like one example here. So for example, phi or phi is one of the suffixes that we actually make verbs with. So for example, classify or justify. Does anybody know the meaning of classify, Michael? Aha. So yes, if you classify something, it means, yeah, you put them in categories. Categorize is another verb for that. You're right. The next one is eyes, but be careful with that because in American pronunciation, in American spelling, we use Z. Meanwhile, in British spelling, we use S. So, but the pronunciation is the same. It doesn't change. So, as in the case of specialize, characterize, right? So these are the suffixes. This is another suffix that we help that helps us to make verbs. The next one is n, careful, um, awaken or worsen, right? And if you pay attention to it, both of these words like awake, worse, they are adjectives, but thanks to this suffix, we actually make verbs with them. So the next one is eight or e8, depending on the end of the word. And as you can see, again, we have adjectives here, but with this prefix, with this suffix, we make verbs such as differentiate or activate, right? Good job, guys. Um, Now let's go through the negative prefixes that help us to make verbs, right? So such as downsize or downgrade. And as you can see, down, like we know this word, like up and down, but this is also a negative prefix. Like you can use in your writing, your speaking, right? So for example, if you downsize something, what does it mean, Nina? Yeah. So for example, like I live in a large apartment, right? But I live alone. So why do I need that? I need to downsize my apartment, right? It means to make it smaller. Yeah, physically. Great. The next one is D. I think this is really popular for you guys, like declutter, deactivate, right? So for example, clutter, let's start with that. Jordan, what does that mean? How do you understand clutter? So for example, like when you look at my counter here, is it like cluttered or decluttered? Right, it's decluttered because it's clean. Yeah, it's not messy. It's not um disorganized, right? It's clean, it's organized. So it's decluttered, right? Now the next one is miss. This is one of my favorite prefixes actually because it changes the whole meaning, right? Like such as misinform or misunderstand. So if you misinform someone, what do you do? Julia? Yeah. So if I tell you guys that there are 15 planets, I misinform you because I give you wrong information. Be careful with that, right? Like you give wrong information. Or if you misunderstand me, like what I'm saying, you understand me in a wrong way. Yeah. So, or like misguide, for example, right? Like I misguide you, which basically means like I guide you in a wrong way. So, this disappear, everybody, yeah? Like we know this word. So I'm here now, but then like I will disappear from the screen, yeah? Or disconnect, like my internet is very good, but then like something happens and then like I disconnect. So you cannot hear me, you cannot see me as a result. So okay. Now the next one, like other common prefixes, but these are not negative, these are just prefixes, right? Like simple prefixes that help us to make verbs. So such as upsize or upgrade. And now like as you can see here, they are opposites, like antonyms, like upsize, downsize. So like make something larger or upgrade. Yeah, like from for example, um like if I go from economy class to business class, they upgrade my class, right? Or like you use iOS, like yeah, like from iOS 15 to 16, like yeah, like your software system is getting upgraded. Out is another prefix. So outperform, outdo, yeah. Um, uh-huh. Yes, Michael, you have a question? Uh-huh. Okay, so you're right. These are new words for us, and um, both of them have the same meaning actually, like both outperform and outdo. So if you outdo somebody, it basically means like you do something much better than the other people. Yeah. For example, like you get the highest score in the exam compared to your classmates. So what did you do? You outdid, you outperformed your classmates. Yeah. If you do that, well done. Okay. Now, guys, after like all this modeling part, I will guide you through the guided practice part. Like I will ask you to come together and then like produce your own answers. Like so you will complete the gaps with the correct forms of the words and brackets. So in order to make it easier for you, like I have put the words, the certain words in the brackets as you can see here. So what will as you can see, like you're gonna work on it together, right? And you will have 2 minutes to finish these 10 sentences. Like you guys come together and then we discuss, right? So Michael, what are we gonna do? Uh-huh. Complete these gaps. You're right. Julia, how many minutes do we have? 2 minutes. Nina, do we work individually or in pairs? Yes, in pairs. Very good. So, what are you going to write here? Like, what are you going to do here? Uh-huh. You will take these words and put the verb form of it, right? Like you will transform like from nouns, adjectives to verbs. Very good. Um, remember those prefixes and suffixes. That's what we're doing. Okay, very good. Now you have 2 minutes to finish this task.